Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs. You put them together on a football field, sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Bulldogs will kick this away to start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Florida Gators offense comes on the field to open this game. Now, last season, remember, Georgia was expected to dominate, and Florida really played well. DJ Lagway, the quarterback, gets out injured, but still, this was tied with 5 minutes to go in the game.
Boy, when Lagway went down, it was just such a difference in that game, but it was competitive. Remember, Florida had some mistakes. They had that chance for the go-ahead field goal, a bad snap. It just wasn't a clean game in the end, and the Dogs ended up getting out of there with a win.
Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense out there for their first possession. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. Going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage.
Looking for some space. It's Frazier. Now, the border battle goes back to 1915. Over the years, this Dogs-Gators tussle, Kirk's been interesting. One side's had the upper hand. The other side gets it back. Can't wait to see what unfolds today.
Chris, I just love this game every single year down in Jacksonville. The tailgating is phenomenal. What a scene the way they split the stadium in half. But let's face it, not a lot of great games in recent years. Hopefully we're in store for a memorable one today.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Trapped again in the pocket.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the back.
He's in the clear. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Dogs churn out another first down. It's a shotgun run call. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And he'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands. It's Bell. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Important second down play coming up. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Third and short now on the 10th play of this drive. To the air. It's Stockton. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. The Dogs looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team, because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Throwing off play action. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
1st and goal, handoff. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
Now the all-important extra point. And it's up and good. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Returner decides to field it. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. A play action looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And here's the handoff. Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge of your seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And the Gators will kick it away to get us going in the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field, trying to build the lead as we begin the third quarter and trying to clean up those pass protection issues. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Took contact on the throw. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd down after that previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's this
touchdown, Georgia. Great connection there for 6 points. Well, Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Hand off to the single back. And they try them little, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far, and they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Looking deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the 4th.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this.
Swarm for the pass rush, a sack. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Pressure is coming. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Caught quickly. Here he goes. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback...
Oh, they trap him for a sack. 2nd down now after the sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players in the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. The sure hands. It's Sturdivant. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Tight end goes in motion. Pounding away with the run game. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So now on comes the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, but this one is from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Lagway, bringing pressure. Moves out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And looking to throw now on first down. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the fourth quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught over the middle. It's ball. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs. And the Gators come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Hansen. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made quickly, but the game moves the ball to the 6, first and goal. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.